Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming. It's nice to see so many recipients and their families here tonight for the scholarship dinner. I welcome all friends and family. I'd also like to introduce my family of Elks. And I would like to start with our esteemed leading knight, Maureen Michaud. Our esteemed loyal knight, Bill Trajano. Our treasurer, Maureen Gibbons. Our Tyler, Julie Creedon. Esquire, Jim Drinkwater. Our trustees, Frank Bertoni, who is the head of the trustees, Jim Folk, and Ralph Ames. And I am the Exalted Ruler, Jackie Drinkwater. Welcome. I'd like to introduce Bruce Ayers, Chairman of the Scholarship Committee. Bruce has been a member, an Elks member, for 30 years, and he's been working on the Scholarship Committee as chairman and many other things for more than 15 years. He's done a wonderful job, and I'm sure that he will continue to help us out and do a wonderful job.
Thank you, Exalted Ruler, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Quincy Lodge of Elks Scholarship Ceremony. Tonight, we honor all our scholarship recipients and their families for all the hard work over the years, and we are filming tonight's event, and we are going to be taking some photographs throughout the evening that we'll be giving to each of the recipients for a souvenir. Before I start, I just want to introduce the Vice Chairman of the Quincy School Committee, Catherine Huberly. Catherine, thank you for your support tonight. You know, I've been a member of the Quincy Lodge of Elks, as Exalted Ruler Drinkwater said, for about 30 years, and you know, I've always admired and respected, and I've said this before, how much the Elks give back to the community. You know, whether it's working with their veterans, working with the senior citizens, supporting the youth sports, the holiday food baskets, and all the other events that they continually give back to the community. I think it says an awful lot about the Elks organization and the character of the members who volunteer their time for the betterment of others. And tonight, as we recognize our scholarship recipients, I think is just another great example of how much the Elks give back to the community. Tonight, we're very honored to have a guest speaker as part of the scholarship program. Our guest speaker tonight is Steve Grossman. Treasurer Grossman is no stranger to the Quincy Lodge of Elks. He's been here before. He's a strong supporter of the Quincy Lodge of Elks and our mission. Steve brings a lifelong dedication of service and public service, helping others. He's got many years of a hardworking small businessman background. Prior to be elected to the state treasurer in 2010, Steve spent 35 years as CEO of the Grossman Marketing Group. Treasurer Grossman is a graduate of Princeton University and Harvard Business School. I've had the honor to work with Treasurer Grossman over the years, and I can tell you as a legislator how committed he is to education and the betterment of the Commonwealth. So it's an honor to introduce tonight's guest speaker, Treasurer Grossman.
Thank you so much. So Bruce, right back at you, because there are 200 members of the legislature. There are 160 members of the House of Representatives, 40 members of the Senate. I know them all. Because as state treasurer, you work with them all. Whether they're Democrat or Republican or whatever their party, it doesn't matter. You have to work with everybody. You have to be open and accessible to everybody, because what we in government try to do is to serve everybody's needs. All 6.7 million people who live in the state. But my relationship with Bruce began even before I became treasurer. and will continue long after we're both in public service. Because Bruce Ayers is the kind of leader who delivers. He's the kind of person who, whatever committee responsibility he has, keeps his promises. He delivers for the people of his community, but he has an overarching commitment to public service, to the values of integrity, to the values of leadership, to every one of the fundamental principles that the Elks stand for. So I am honored to call you my friend, my dear friend, and that you have been working so diligently for so many years to make this scholarship evening a reality is something that we all deeply appreciate, Bruce. Bruce Ayers. So the centerpiece of this evening is not my remarks. It's an opportunity to honor some wonderful young people who have achieved wonderful things with their lives and who have extraordinary promise. And you know what the Elks are all about is philanthropy, about community, about making sure that we have strong, vibrant, healthy community. And it's about the values that we all carry with us. You know, there's a phrase, from generation to generation. Well, as the Elks go from generation to generation and pass the baton of leadership to new leaders who are deeply committed to the values of the Elks, I also want to pass the baton of leadership to young people who we'll honor here tonight. And they have such promise. So I want to share just one story with you, which is really indicative of what I think we're all about. All of us, every one of us. And the story is about my grandfather. My grandfather was an immigrant. He came to this country in 1900. He was second youngest of 13 children. They came in 1900 fleeing persecution. And I think most of us would be able to tell a story about a father or a mother or a grandparent or a great-grandparent or a great-great-grandparent who came here for some reason fleeing persecution, hunger, deprivation. That's why most of our forebears came here. My grandfather came here in 1900 and settled in East Boston. And because they were poor, and everybody was poor in those days, that didn't distinguish anybody. After the 6th grade, his mother asked him to do something that none of us would ever ask our children to do. She said, "Max, you gotta leave school and go to work." So Max did what his mother told him to do. He left school and got a first job shining shoes and selling newspapers on the East Boston ferry boat. Ferry boat in those days took people back and forth from the mainland. There was no tunnel, there was no Logan Airport. You needed a ferry boat to get back and forth. And then he got a job delivering envelopes for a company called Boston Envelope. And he said, someday I'm going to own a company that sells envelopes. And he did realize that dream, started his company in 1910, 104 years ago. But that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that when I was a senior in high school, February of my senior year in high school, my grandfather called me and he said, "Steve, you're going to be graduating from high school soon. I want to spend some time with you." So he came up to New Hampshire where I was going to school and he took me to lunch. And he said, "Steve, there were only 4 things I really wanted to do with my life." He said, "I wanted to raise a healthy family. I wanted to educate my children. I wanted to own my own business. And I wanted to give something back to the community." This young man, with a 6th grade education, and he never went back to school, understood that the fundamental principles of a full and rich life, a fulfilling life, are made up of 3 things: family, career, and the community in which we live. So the one message that I would convey to all of our scholarship recipients here tonight, and it's a message that I give you on behalf of all of my friends here who play such an important leadership role in the Elks: don't forget the community in which you live. Invest back into the community. Be charitable. Be philanthropic. When the church collection plate comes around, put something in it. When somebody comes to see you and is raising money for cancer research, support it. Even when you don't have much, do a little something. Get active. Be engaged. Most of you, I'm sure, because you're here tonight, have taken those principles and those values of community service and giving back and have done it during your years in high school, as you go to college, as you go on with your life, as you go on into the workforce. Never forget the community in which you live, because community service is what it's all about. So let me end with a quote from one of the great presidents this country has ever had. Didn't happen to be born in Quincy, didn't happen to be born in Norfolk County. His name was Woodrow Wilson. And long before Woodrow Wilson was President of the United States, he gave a commencement address at Princeton University to the senior class. And he said the following. He said, "Set out to fulfill obligations, to do only what you know you ought to do, and your life will be filled with weariness of spirit." He said, "Only what you volunteer has the springs of pleasure in it." And he concluded by saying, "These are the things you do because you want to do them, the things your spirit has chosen for its satisfaction." The men and women who are surrounding me here tonight have chosen community service through the Elks, to give back, to raise money for scholarships, and to do lots of other things. They believe that strong, vibrant, healthy communities are all about strong, vibrant, healthy fraternal organizations, and about making sure that our values and the principles that we care so deeply about are taken from generation to generation. So as each of you comes up tonight to receive your scholarship and a special citation, take with you what the Elks are all about. Take with you the values of community service, of giving back, of making sure that the least among us are lifted up. Because, as it says in the book of Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah, if you offer your compassion to the hungry and relieve the oppressed, then shall your light shine in darkness, and you will be known as the repairer of the breach. Be a repairer of the breach in your time, in your community, in your society. When you see a needy person, reach out and give them a helping hand. When you see somebody who needs to be lifted up, lift them up. That's what Isaiah was talking about. That's what the Elks are all about. That's what this evening is all about. And that's why we're honoring each of you tonight for what you've done so far with your lives, and for all of those extraordinary things that you will do with your lives from this point forward. Thank you so much.
You know, if I could ask the Exalted Ruler and Chairman of the Board, Frank Bertoni, to come up. Tonight we have a special award presentation. The Elks Award is given to someone who symbolizes the Elks principles of charity, justice, fidelity, and brotherly love. Someone who has demonstrated through their public service a commitment to educational excellence and for the betterment of others throughout their career. And on behalf of the Exalted Ruler, Jackie Drinkwater, and the Chairman of the Trustees, Frank Bertoni, the Quincy Lodge of Elks is proud to present State Treasurer Steve Grossman with the Excellence in Advocacy Award. Come on up, Treasurer.
Steve, it's our great honor to present this to you. The Quincy Lodge of Elks, number 943 Scholarship Committee, presents Treasurer Steve Grossman with the Excellence in Educational Advocacy Award, dated June 17, 2014, presented by Jackie Drinkwater, Exalted Ruler, and Bruce Ayers, Scholarship Chairman, from the Quincy Lodge of Elks, number 943.
I'm rarely at a loss for words, but this is wonderful, because it is really all about education. You know, there's a wonderful quote that if you want to remember the past, you touch a rock. If you want to remember the present, you touch a flower. But if you want to talk about the future, you touch the life of a child, and it's all about education. Tonight's all about education, educational attainment. So that I would be receiving an Excellent Education Advocacy Award means so much to me, and I will promise you that tomorrow when I'm at the Treasury, this will be up in my office in a place of honor. I will always remember this evening and this very, very extraordinary gesture and this recognition by the Elks. I mean, this Lodge of Elks is known far and wide. It has been one of the premier lodges in our greater Boston community, and that you have chosen to honor me in this way means more to me than I can put into words. Thank you very much, Exalted Ruler. cheer.
You're invited.
Sign me up.
You're invited.
Great.
Steve will get you to hand out the bios. Okay, so moving on with the scholarship ceremony tonight. Our recipients were chosen this year based on the values and principles of Elkton, such as charity, justice, brotherly love, and fidelity, demonstrating that Elks care and Elks share. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Exalted Ruler Drinkwater, the chairman of the trustees, and the entire membership for their support when it comes to funding the scholarship program. They have an awful lot of financial obligations over the course of the year, but they obviously have shown their steadfast support for the scholarship program. And if it wasn't for their help and support, we wouldn't be here tonight. I want to thank all the officers and the trustees. Thank you. Okay, we're very proud of our scholarship winners on congratulating you from graduating from high school. You've worked very hard to be here today. Your parents have worked very hard for you to be here tonight. And recognizing your accomplishments tonight, we will be providing each of you with a Massachusetts official state citation. In order to receive the financial portion, students are required to provide a copy of their first semester transcript to the Elks treasurer when they receive it. And we're going to be sending out a reminder to all the students during that time. Before we begin, I just want to introduce a colleague, a good friend, and a strong supporter of the Elks organization, Senator John Keenan. John, could you stand up? Okay, as I call your name, I'd ask each of the recipients to please come up to the podium and accept your citation, and then stand behind the treasurer and the Exalted Ruler, because when we're all through, we're going to have a group shot. So we'll begin. Our first recipient is Carolyn Swartz. Carolyn is a North Quincy High School graduate. While attending North Quincy High School, Carolyn was captain of the volleyball team, sailing team. Is Carolyn with us tonight? Oh, go. There she is. Come on up, Carolyn. I'm sorry. Yeah, sailing teams. She was also a member of the Interact Club, Caring Hearts Club, National Honor Society. Carolyn plans on attending Cornell University in the fall, pursuing a career in chemical engineering. Congratulations, Carolyn. Our next recipient is Alicia Spargo. Alicia is a graduate of the American School of Correspondence. Alicia was a member of the Student Council and a volunteer with the Girl Scouts and Cleaner Greener. She is deciding on between Quincy College and the University of Massachusetts and will be pursuing a career in criminal psychology. Congratulations, Alicia. Our next recipient is Jocelyn Wilbur. Jocelyn is a graduate of Archbishop Williams High School. While attending Archbishop Williams, Jocelyn was a valuable member of the tennis, track, and volleyball teams. She is considering attending Emmanuel College this fall. Congratulations, Jocelyn. Haley Santilli. Haley Santilli is a graduate of Elizabeth Seton Academy. While attending Elizabeth Seton Academy, Haley was captain of her school soccer team. She plans to attend LaSalle College, where she'll be pursuing a career in journalism. Congratulations, Haley. Nathan Conlon. Nathan is a graduate of Duxbury High School. During his time at Duxbury High School, Nathan participated in community service. He is planning on attending Bridgewater University and studying to become a therapist. Congratulations, Nathan. Kristen Piper. Kristen is a graduate of Quincy High School. Kristen was a valuable member of the Interact Club and is an avid community volunteer. She is planning to attend Bridgewater State University in the fall and will be pursuing a career in childhood education. Congratulations, Kristen. Connor Dane. Is Connor here? Connor is a graduate of Quincy High School. He was captain of the soccer team and a member of the winter track team, school newspaper staff, student council. He is deciding between Emerson and Assumption College and hopes to pursue a career in either politics or broadcasting. Congratulations, Connor. Nicholas Blair. Hey, there we go. Nicholas is a graduate of Duxbury High School. While attending Duxbury High, Nicholas was a member of the football team in the National Honor Society. He will be attending High Point University in North Carolina and is pursuing a career in electronic media production. Congratulations, Nicholas. Natalie Bishop. Brian Ayers. Brian is a graduate of North Quincy High School. At North Quincy, Brian was a member of the hockey team, baseball team, and football teams. Brian will be pursuing a career in business management in the fall. Congratulations, Brian. Savannah Morrissey. Savannah is a graduate of Quincy High School. She was a member of the Interact Club, Students Against Destructive Decisions. Savannah is deciding between the University of New Hampshire and Bridgewater State University. She plans on pursuing a career in childhood education. Congratulations, Savannah. John Moran. John is a graduate of Mansfield High School. While attending Mansfield High, John was a member of the football team, swim team, and captain of the mock trial team. John is planning on attending Tufts University and will pursuing a career in law. Congratulations, John. Christina Morrissey. Christina is also a graduate of Quincy High School, where she participated in the Interact Club and Students Against Destructive Decisions. Christina is deciding between University of New Hampshire and Bridgewater State University. She will be pursuing a career in education. Congratulations, Christina. Our next recipient is Jane Mitten. Jane is also a graduate of North Quincy High School. While attending North, Jane was a valuable member of the student council, volleyball team, basketball team. She is planning on attending Framingham State University and will be pursuing a career in nutrition. Congratulations, Jane. Courtney Lyons. Courtney is a graduate of North Quincy High School. While attending North Quincy, Courtney was a member of the golf team, participated in the Jamie Crockett Road Race. Courtney will be pursuing a career in criminal justice in the fall. Congratulations, Courtney. Erin Kearns. Dylan Hughes. Dylan is a graduate of Thayer Academy. During his time at Thayer, Dylan was a member of the baseball and basketball teams, as well as the jazz combo and the instrument ensemble. Dylan will be attending Tufts University in the fall and pursuing a career in medicine. Congratulations, Dylan. Brian Fahey. Brian is a Boston College High School graduate. While attending BC, Brian played on the baseball and football teams. Brian is planning on attending Mass Maritime Academy while he'll be pursuing a career in engineering. Congratulations, Brian. Alexandra Koshka. Alexandra is a graduate of Fawn Pond Academy. While attending Fawn Pond, Alexandra was a valuable member of the basketball team and cheering teams. Alexandra is deciding on whether to pursue a career in business or as a veterinarian. Congratulations, Alexandra. Samantha Zaka. Samantha is a graduate of Notre Dame Academy. While attending Notre Dame Academy, Samantha was a member of the Key Club, Science Club, Future Nurse Club, and the sailing team. Samantha is planning on attending the University of Alabama this fall and will be pursuing a career in nursing. Congratulations, Samantha. Okay, I would ask all the recipients if they could to please stay up so we can get a group photograph. But ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Exalted Ruler Jackie Drinkwater, the entire members of the Elks, we're proud to present you with the 2014 Elks Scholarship recipients. Before we close, the Elks organization just wants to thank everybody and wish you the best of luck as you begin your college career. And thank you very much for your participation tonight. A special thanks again to our State Treasurer, Steve Grossman, for your time. Thank you.